are you? I chose to do your reading first because the moon is at 10.2% illumination in Libra, and we're going towards the first quarter moon in Libra on the 21st. Hello Libra energy. So I was like, you know what, this feels like a synchronicity I should synchronize with. So yes, that is why we're doing you first. I also talked to my friend who's a Libra today, and she said that she's been feeling quite emotional. Alright, so I want to see if that's like a collective kind of feeling that y'all are experiencing at this time. I mean, I feel strong energy when the moon goes into my zodiac sign, and I've noticed it even with my sister and my dad. Like, every time the moon is in Leo, I see them, and we usually drink, so, you're going to feel when the moon transits through your zodiac, you're going to really feel that energy. It's that quantum entanglement to the moment of your birth, actually, because that's where, the sun was sitting in that time, and there's strong energy in that, I feel. I'm not going to ramble on too much about that. Let's get on with your reading. They're flying. Feel that runner energy showing up. That's way too many. I'm going to put those back. I got a couple out though. Ah. If I can get it. Alright. I'm fine. So, doop. Yes. So we have vegans. Solitude, independence, and peace. Flower of life, inspiration on dreams. You might need time for reflection right now. You might need, even if you're like in a relationship or, partnership or whatever, this might be a really good time for you to kind of go a little bit hermit mode, and maybe be like, hey, I need to go walk by myself or whatever the case, but I do feel that energy that, like, it could do you some good to kind of sit, be with yourself, listen to some music, have time to reflect, maybe do some writing, really let out what you're feeling at this time. With the flower of life, this is like the card of things like blooming, right? And what I think of in the course of blooming is kind of butterflies. I know it's not a butterfly, but I feel that energy, when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon and it like melts away to nothing and then it like forms into a butterfly, like it literally has to dissolve into a goop, right? I can't imagine that feels pleasant, Or like when a lobster has to leave its shell, at first it feels a lot of pain and discomfort. It feels like kind of this trapped feeling, and it's like until it wiggles out of there, and then it feels vulnerable, and it's like, oh fuck, like now I'm vulnerable, I could die, and then it's like goes and hides under a rock while it waits for the shell to like grow back. So I definitely feel that you are kind of in one of those stages, right? We're going to have many awakenings in our lifetime, and this is one of them, This is one of those situations where you're really just kind of crawling out of your shell a bit. Going into, uncharted territory of your own life, right? This is kind of a good thing though, because oftentimes when we're in this feeling, like you're gonna be, it's a prelude to like something great that's about to happen, or something, a breakthrough that's gonna happen. We always feel it's always darkest before the dawn kind of energy. So let's see it. You have Four of Cups in reverse and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse is acceptance, right? Ace of Pentacles in reverse is letting something go. Interesting. Acceptance and letting something go. Okay. I'm going to draw clarifiers on this. It's, you know, like, Ace of Pentacles is also like the largest pentacle. It itself represents a cycle. So you could be letting go of a cycle. You could be ending a cycle. And, you know, having acceptance while doing this. You could also be accepting an offer, but that's not the energy I'm feeling. I'm feeling the energy of acceptance. I read intuitively as well, right? Like I just did in all signs readings with no hands, mind you. I didn't even use the cards. And it was actually kind of dope. I might do that periodically from now on, you know, just allow like the divine to throw a message at me and just send it, you know, because I mean, ultimately, like, we don't need the cards. The cards are visual aid for you, you know, and so I kind of want to tap into that a little bit. So Four of Cups in reverse. What are we in the energy of acceptance for? Seven of Pentacles. You may need to like, you might be getting a new job or like looking for a new job. You could be embarking on something, maybe opening a new business. But with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the letting go of something, this could be like quitting a job and starting a new one. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job, but it definitely feels like work on some level. Alright, so Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What are we letting go of? A lot. Okay. Emotional detachment in a situation. We've got King of Pentacles in reverse. This could be you or somebody else, but I'm almost seeing you more as a Queen of Swords in reverse, where you're feeling a bit vulnerable in a situation. Alright, like Queen of Swords in the upright is not vulnerable at all, right? And so with that in the reverse, I feel a sense of vulnerability here. With the Princess of Cups, also known as the Page of Cups. I feel this energy like you could be like extending yourself in an emotionally vulnerable way. Like maybe if you feel like if you're with somebody, you might feel like they're kind of pulling away, or you might feel a bit of a disconnect, and it could be causing like this feeling. Or you could be extending an offer to somebody who, with the King of Pentacles in reverse, they might be in an energy of lack, right? If you are extending an offer, if you are like having feelings for somebody here, this Page of Cups is about emotional vulnerability and showing this vulnerability in this card. You might be the breadwinner of the pair. My neck. I have to pop it. Sorry. So, okay. Seven of Pentacles is also looking at options, right? You could be dealing with an earth sign, because I'm seeing a lot of earth here. Could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or they could have that in their chart and they're sitting in that energy pretty strongly. You could be looking at them like as a prospective partner. there is acceptance, right? Or somebody accepting an offer here. So, and I see an offer being extended. So take it as it resonates. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, though, I feel like somebody's not communicating a truth here. Alright, Ace of Swords is all about truth coming through, like taking action and honest action. I don't know, I'm feeling that there's like a dishonesty or maybe an omission, alright? Something that is not being said here. What is that? I almost feel like if you're in a relationship and you're feeling them kind of pull away and you're kind of like clinging a bit closer, because that's the first energy I was feeling, and I'm feeling that a bit strong, especially with the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's almost like if you don't talk about it, then maybe you can just like bypass this. That's kind of the energy I'm seeing and feeling. I wanted to throw out the other option for the single people, but honestly, I feel that this reading, and if this reading doesn't resonate with you, I have other timeless readings, you know, but this feels very, like, specific, because it looks like, from what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling here, especially with this energy of, like, acceptance, right, accepting, like, that you might have to, like, I do feel this energy with the Seven of Pentacles that there is like other options, right? Somebody's looking at their options at this time. There's also this energy of detachment with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse or the King of Pentacles in reverse. If somebody here has lost a job, or I'm feeling detachment, I'm feeling letting go. But then I feel you kind of being like vulnerable and pulling closer or trying to. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's like something is unspoken here. It's unspoken. There's a runner. Card's running away. Maybe you don't talk about this. Ten of Wands, there's like, somebody's feeling emotionally burdened at this time, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, I do see this turning around. I see that like it's temporary, whatever this emotional like setback or emotional detachment is. But there's like definitely like somebody's pulling and somebody's, it's like the runner chaser, like, you know, in Twin Flames we get that runner chaser energy. Even when you come into union with them, it's like, you know, anything could kind of set that off balance a bit and create like a runner chaser kind of connection here. Right. Eight of Wands in reverse. This is telling you to be patient. Take your time with it, you know. Maybe don't rush. Don't rush, you know. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is also like saying slow your roll. There's something like you're being called to pause, right? Or to maybe not be so quick to pursue something here. Maybe don't be so quick to try to rush in and fix a situation. I feel like this is, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like this is temporary, it's going to turn around, things will be fine. But somebody needs to experience something right now. And with the first card being out, the solitude, independence, peace, it's like I do feel that somebody here needs like time to themselves, right? And the best thing you could do is not fight it, right? Or vice versa. The best thing somebody else could do is not fight it. If because right now, you know, there's a need for grounding. This came out very sideways. I'm going to keep it sideways. It's a Four of Pentacles sideways. It's like somebody's feeling like they're on a rocky foundation, you know. And like I said, it's like that discomfort when you're like, you know, coming out of your shell, or, you know, needing to grow a new one. That discomfort of being in a cocoon and melting away. There's like a dark night of the soul kind of happening here. And I don't know, I feel like there's two energies showing up. You know, there's a King of Pentacles in reverse, there's a Queen of Swords in reverse. Vulnerable, letting go, detachment, acceptance. It could be, you know, these two energies could also be just you kind of flowing back and forth between your masculine and feminine energies, trying to find grounding there. But I see too, you know. And there's a loving energy, like a supportive, loving energy as well with the Page of Cups. But it just looks like somebody's just got to experience something. Somebody's just got to go through something right now. Ace of Wands in reverse, feeling uninspired, feeling like a little bit, what is that word? Like unmotivated, drained, right? Because the Ace of Wands is all about being charged up and passionate and driven and motivated, inspired. You know, and I'm seeing the opposite of that energy here. It's like somebody's a little burnt out or overwhelmed, or just like they just need to take a break. You know, maybe it's from a job with the Seven of Pentacles, feeling burnt out with where they're working. Because I don't see like a breakup here. I just feel like a pull away, like an emotional like pull away. Somebody's, you know, becoming a little bit more detached and more in their head about something here. It's like they're just feeling burdened, right? With that Ten of Wands, just like they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders and they're just like overwhelmed at this time. Wheel of Fortune says it's turning around. This is temporary, you know. Yeah, we have Knight of Cups with the Page, or with the Three of Swords in reverse. This is definitely not a breakup, right? If anything, this is probably going to bring you closer to somebody, right? It's kind of like, I feel like every relationship, and I feel like you're in one, or you're going to be, I feel like you're in one, the person I'm talking to. But I feel like, you know, there's this energy, especially with the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. There are options. There could be multiple people coming in and trying to, like, extend offers. But I feel almost this energy with the Three of Swords in reverse, that this is like somebody who's like, I'm not giving up on this. You know, like, while you're in this state of detachment, or you're feeling aloof, or you're like, you're going through something, and they're showing up in this loving energy. You know, like, how can I help? What can I do? You know, and even that might be a bit too much. You know, I mean, be there, be loving, you know, show that you're present or whatever. But like, don't overwhelm them with your presence, or vice versa. They shouldn't overwhelm you with their presence. It's like there's something that needs to be done in solitude. Maybe, I mean, if you live together, you could even just go and be like, I just need to go chill in my room and be alone for a little bit, and just kind of get my grips together, you know. It's like, it's not like a severance. It's more like it's bringing these energies closer together. Yeah, see, I knew it. With the Lovers showing up, I feel like this, yeah. I feel like you're already with somebody or you're already connecting with somebody, and like one of you is going through something and it's drawing you closer, right? With the Hermit in reverse and the Temperance in reverse, this is really indicating to me that they want you to know that you're not alone, or you want them to know that they're not alone in a situation, right? With the Temperance in reverse, it's like they're feeling impatient, they're feeling like I've waited, like for, this burden to like sort itself out. Um, the King of Cups in reverse, though, it's back to that like detachment. Somebody's feeling emotionally just detached, lacking, with the King of Pentacles in reverse as well. It's like they're just not in their emotions, right? And while the other person is like trying to like, show up in that energy. With the Queen of Wands, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, you're not inspired, I'll inspire you. Oh, you're lacking here, I'll help you. It's like somebody's showing up in that way, but this person doesn't need all their problems to be solved for them. They need to work it out. They need to make decisions independently. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, this will give them their confidence back, right? This will help them to not feel like they're being pitied, right? They don't want to be pitied. They don't want to look like a victim or like they need help. They don't want to look like a wounded warrior. They're like, dude, I just need to go through something. That's, So if it's you that's going through something, I don't know, you probably need to communicate with them that they need to like give you space. And if it's them that's going through something, like it's good to give them space and be like, look, I'm here for you, but I'm gonna give you your space to sort this out. I'm not gonna like intervene on what's going on cosmically with you. Alright. What other messages from Spirit before we close this out? With the Lovers too, I do feel kind of that twin flame energy, the pull and the push and the pull and the push, because the Lovers is major arcana, right? Major arcana represents life-altering big events in our lives, right? It's also the card for Gemini. Gemini is represented by the twins. And so the way I see it is this is a very strong soul tie, right? This is very strong, like twin flame energy, and the best way to reconnect in those moments of detachment is to also like fall back a little bit and give them their space and be like, you know what, I'm here for you. I'm gonna hold space for you. But I'm not going to overexert myself at this time. Or I'm not going to, like, put myself in a situation to be looking desperate to fix all your problems, because that's just not my job, right? Partners are not there to fix each other's everything. They're there to be loving and supportive and there when they need them. But sometimes people really do need to figure things out independently. And being too, like, in their face trying to fix everything could, have a negative effect. So your advice is to just kind of like sit back and just kind of hold the fort, be the mountain, right? Like be the strong one, or vice versa. That's their advice. But I'm feeling like I'm reading for somebody who is in a state of having to accept that their partner is going through a hard time, right? And rather than allowing this to create a hard time for you as well, you need to be like strong for both of y'all in a different kind of way, you know? Um, why isn't Kali talking? Kali, give me a card. Kapali. Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust in what is happening and know that you are within Kali's care. Khadga. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Twin flames. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result, right? And that I feel that that's where this Seven of Pentacles, you know, because there are doors of opportunity, and I feel like it's almost on the work front. Somebody here needs to switch jobs, right? I feel that very strongly. The Pentacles were the first things coming out, you know, and I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, like letting something go, and embarking on something new, you know, I feel like literally changing the environment the work environment could turn a situation around completely, you know, remove that burden, so, you know, just kind of like hold on to like just trust. Hold on to your trust. Trust your love. Trust the gods. Trust, you know, your destiny or God, or, you know, however you see it. Trust, amor fati, love your fate. Trust the direction that this is going, because it is going to turn around. Things will be better. It's always darkest before the dawn. And if you're going through something in your relationship that's like, it's challenging, but I don't feel like it's challenging in the sense of like breaking up your relationship. I feel like somebody is going through so much stress and burden that they're just like overwhelmed and they're not able to connect into their emotions right now. You know, they're not able to not be upset or not be anxious and depressed right now, you know. And it's not like you can do something to change it or fix it or make it better. They have to make a decision to change it and fix it and make it better. And it's not something that has to do with you personally. It has to do with like a work environment or like, you know, something of that sort. I definitely feel it's a work environment. But don't take it personally when they're feeling like this. It's not on you. It's, you know, it's not going to feel constantly like perfect, you know. What makes love perfect is going through these things together and surviving it, you know, and knowing how to be there and be supportive without intervening on their process, right? Because they have to go through the process. You have to trust that they have it in them to go through the process and make it out all right, right? They got this. Trust it. But yeah, so that's basically what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.